Hi, welcome dear students to sixth video of chapter 7. Today I am going to discuss understanding data types. Hope all of you are in a good health. In previous class I already explained about the components of MS Access and creating a database. All of you are able to create database and tables in MS Access. So today I'm going to discuss data types, different data types one by one. First of all, text data type. So text or combination of text and numbers, including numbers that don't require calculating, example phone numbers, and can store up to 255 characters. Uh, when we should use text data type, it's very important when you are going to uh, enter like name or the name, class, section, or you can say the address. So the combination of here you can also enter the text, combination of text and numbers. And you can store up to 255 characters here. Another one is memo. So long text used for long pieces of text such as notes and long descriptions can store up to 64,000 characters. Uh, so where it is required when you are going to when you're going to enter the text which is more than 255 characters and up to 64,000 characters. For example, you are going to answer a particular question and you think this should be more than 255 characters. In that case, you must opt the data type memo. Otherwise, you will lose your data and you will not be able to store. And third one is the number. So numeric data, all of you are aware about the numeric data used for numbers you want to use in mathematical calculations. Number data type is very helpful when you're going to mathematical calculations. That case, you must enter numeric and must select the data type number. And you can also set, while you are going to select the data type, you must field size. For example, when you're going to enter the text and you know the name should not be more than 25 to 30 characters, because here the limitation of the word here, you are going to enter up to 255 characters, but there is no use of the maximum length here. So you can restrict the user to enter, should not be able to enter more than 30 characters. This is very important. You know that when you're going to enter the mobile number and the PIN code, you must restrict the user to enter a specific number of data text. So this is very important. Now numbers, all of you are aware about the numbers. When you are going to do mathematical calculation, you must use the particular data type, that is the number data type. And another one is here the date time. So when should you use the date and time? You are all aware about this. When you're going to enter date, in that case you must select the date and time data type. So use is used to when you're going to store date and time. In that case you can use here the data type, date and time. Now here you can see the date and time. Just and you can also select the format here. And also you are all of you are aware about the MS Excel already. You have how you can select the different date format. Next one, currency. Why we require this data type? So currency used to currency. When you are going to store the currency, for example, we are going to store the price or amount of particular things, and it should be like 65 rupees 50. So if you want to also in the decimal values, in that case you can select the currency data type, and you can restrict the user to enter you can up to 2 decimal digits. So this is important here. So cost, it can be in the currency cost. You can for when you're going to enter the cost, you must select the currency data type, which is available in MS Access. And next, auto number. Auto number, why it is required auto number? So it is a unique sequential number or random numbers automatically inserted when you create a record used to create a primary key. When you are going to select, for example, first column, I'm going to enter ID. So it must be unique. In that case, we can select the auto number, data type auto number, and we don't need to enter. It automatically checks the number. For example, 1, when going to enter the data, it takes the next number. In that case, there may be no chances of duplicacy here. So primary key uniquely identify a record, a row, and you can understand the importance of auto numbers data type. So it uniquely, and you can get the unique sequential number. So you don't need to enter the particular one after another. Third one, next one is the yes or no. Logical data used when only one of the two values is valid. Yes, no, true, false. When it is applicable, for example, when you are going to answer the question that is either true or false, no, in that case you can select the data type here, yes or no. So there will be a checkbox that you can select yes or check yes or no, true or false. So the case where you want to use either yes or no or true or false, then in that case you can use a yes or no data type. And next one is the hyperlink. Hyperlink, all of you are aware about the hyperlink. When you are going to click over one navigation, for example, you are going to move one page to another page. In that case, you require hyperlink, or you can move one page to another page, or when you're going to click over there, you are going to redirect to the another page. So hyperlinks enables you to, for example, when you're going to click over the mailing list, it redirects to a mail page where you're going to write the subject, uh, description, and we're able to send the email. So it's also helpful for hyperlinks. And you all of you are aware about the hyperlinks in HTML. You already familiar with the hyperlinks you already used in the HTML. You know. So OLE objects. So used to attach an OLE object such as Word document, Excel, as spreadsheet. This is particularly when it is required, you know, when you are going to upload uh, documents, or you are going to upload photo, you are going to upload an image, or you are going to your resume, you are going to the information like question answer you have written on your page and you're going to upload. So in that case, this is also applicable. You can select the OLE objects data type, and you can select the Word document, Excel spreadsheet, or you can select the image like PNG, JPG, different types of image format. And next one is a lookup wizard. So lookup wizard, why it is important lookup wizard? What is the use of the lookup wizard? Just think when you are going to mention the city name more than want to visit more than one city they require. You know? So every time when you are going to enter, you can set the default. You know, sometimes you when you know the default value. So every time you are going to enter the, you can see the default value is the going to a particular areas like Gandharva. So every time you don't need to, if the option is already city, they're going to select, it is already there. You don't need to write down. So this is the default value. But when sometimes we require to enter more than one cities, you know, in that case, you can use a lookup wizard. You can enter and it will be available. For example, when you're going to select the section, because it is already there, you know, A to G section, A B C D E F G. So you can select either one. You know, it is helpful. We don't need to write the. So there may be a possibility. There may be chances of mistakes. You know. In that case, you can select one or more value using the lookup wizard. So multiple one, or you can select one or more than, and calculated. Next, last one is the calculated. Why it is required calculated, and when we need a calculated data type. So you can see here in the example, extended price calculated here. Selected here the calculated. So calculated here you can see the values. You know, so you can say this is the product of the quantity into unit price. So you can you just want to store the multiplication value of the multiplication of two particular columns. So for now, I just selected quantity and the unit price, quantity and unit price. So it should be extended price, and we can store this value in the field name extended price. So I hope this is very important topic, data type. Only then we can restrict the user to enter particular data, particular, for example, when we're going to enter, when we're going to provide a name, then you must restrict the user to enter appropriate data type. Understood? So no, you understand there is no need to enter the numeric data and other than the text. So only user can enter the text. So this is a very important topic. I hope all of you are able to understand the data types, and Thanks for watching the video. Bye for now.